watch, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Here's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. 36 yards on the play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
At the 27-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the 10, first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
Their own 42-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Second and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
57 the mark. 57 the mark. It's free.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's good.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. couple else.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Here's the ball carrier.
Some of these play calls,
Wilson.
I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to
what we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First down, Bengals.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, Sam. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. It's coming this way.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Chauncey Gardner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Ryan. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown,
George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bengals 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
On the return, Deontay Harris. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
In on the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
On the carry.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
57, Mike 57, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Akers, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
59, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And the Pro Bowler Chris Jones able to work his way in and record the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Third and long, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins to throw it. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's got Jack Doyle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Like 25. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 51 for Mike, boy. 51. Come on. You better break. 36. Hey, express. 21.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
Oh, he'll look down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to
George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The 25-yard line.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Damon Harrison on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now it's Bird on the return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
To throw on third down, Ryan. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Akers, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Ryan completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles and make big plays. Remember, he was a #1 high school kid coming out. Now he's exhibited that talent in the NFL.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
He is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was no gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
On the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll air this one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And 6.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Ryan flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
First down.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. And in an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll go again here with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. Oh, that is a complete shake. It's no good. Off to the right. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted.
A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ryan. Trying it, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cincinnati, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5.